Hey, my beautiful queen, how much are you in love with exercise? Seriously, are you an exercise guru where you love it and you're exercising all the time? It's like that is the love that that's like something you that's on top of your list you absolutely love to do, or are you more like, I'm just kind of a couch potato. My exercise is getting up and not using a remote. Or are you somewhere in between? Where are you on that on that plane of exercise? For me, it's been kind of a love hate, really. And I don't even know if that's exactly how I would say it. I know when I was younger, I was never that girl that you wanted on your team in sports. And I'm going to tell you because I know that because, in school you had to pick teams and I was the one that was always the last to be picked. And I was just on there by default. And it's like, no, you take her. No, you take her. Yeah, that was me. So I was just never encouraged after that. I mean, that just breaks your heart, right? When something like that happens. And so I just was never active. Not until really I got into college. Once I got into college, my first year of college, I loved it. I loved running. I would run with with a friend or two on the campus of UC San Diego. And then other years later, I ended up even doing some exercise, teaching exercises with others. And one of my favorite courses that I took as a college student was PE for teachers. And it was so much fun and doing all the exercises and learning all the different skills. I loved it. So, and I know I love being active, but to me, growing up, exercise was for weight loss. I never connected how important exercise is for aging well. So, if you want your skin to glow and be healthy, and if you want your body to have the longevity and just be healthy, exercise is a major part of that. Major part. That is something that you do not want to you just want to make that a priority. You just got to keep it on the top of the list. And I'm not saying it has to be every single day, an hour a day. You put it into your routine, into your day as you can. But the more you can build up to it, the better. And your body's going to love it. There's so many benefits. There's so many benefits for exercise. I'm only going to talk about 4, and then some types of exercises that's really important for women. Once, definitely by the time you're 40 plus, that you want to be sure that you incorporate. So number 1, exercise is a really good as for a stress buster. We just live in a constant stage of stress these days. We're bombarded with information all of the time. We have a cell phone near us all the time, or we're on our computers, or we're doing something when there's just information overload. Sometimes it's just so much. And then just the daily part of life of what we're doing and caring for people, or loving people that are going through some things and some struggles, and of course that affects us as well. I mean, there's just so many different things that brings on stress, and exercise is going to help you to deal with that stress. I mean, it really does lower your stress level. And when you're lowering your stress level, you're also taking care of your heart and your respiratory, and the exercise is going to do that. Doing the exercise is going to make your heart stronger, your lungs stronger, your respiratory is going to be better. You lowering your risk for a stroke or a heart attack, and for lowering your risk for diabetes, and believe it or not, lowering your risk for some types of cancers. And skin wise, it's going to lower inflammation. And when you think of inflammation for skin, just kind of think about like breakouts, acne, or eczema. So any type of inflammation that you would have with, with your skin. So it's so important that we get in the exercise for that purpose. And then when you are less stressed, you're going to sleep better. And sleep is a really important part of our aging well process. We really need to dive into getting enough sleep. And I can tell you, our society here in America, we really don't sleep enough. In fact, we pride ourselves of not sleeping well. Like, oh, I only get 4 hours of sleep. And we think that's great. It's not good for our bodies. So if you're having trouble sleeping, bringing in exercise is one thing that can help. Sleep is going to repair, number one, your skin. It just rejuvenates your skin and helps with that cell turnover. But it's also going to help you with weight management, because a lot of times we feel like we are hungry, but we really could be sleep deprived. Those sensations are so related. Sometimes you might think you're really hungry, but really you're not. You just didn't get enough sleep. Another thing is it's going to repair our bodies. It's going to repair our emotions. It's going to repair us mentally and physically. So sleep is vital to our aging well process. So getting the exercise is going to help you to sleep better. It's going to help you to stress less. And it's going to help the circulation. So it's a circulation boost for you. It's going to get the heart rate going and that blood circulation, the blood circulating better, and the oxygen. And when you have that oxygen to your skin and that blood rush to your skin, you just get that natural glow. You get that natural blushing of your cheeks as well. But if you're experiencing something like, I don't know, muscle cramping, if you're a lot, I mean, if you have it 1 or 2 times, it can be minor, or it could be maybe you exercise too much, or maybe you didn't exercise enough. So if you're getting a lot of muscle cramping or numbness in your hands and your feet, or the tingliness in there, it could be poor circulation. I mean, it could be a number of things, but poor circulation is a part of that as well. So you want to make sure that you're exercising regularly. That's going to take care of your body. And it's going to do, like I said, it's going to deliver the oxygen to your cells of your skin, to the cells of all of your organs. So it's so important for our bodies. If we want that longevity, as we getting older, to be able to be more mobile, because our muscles become atrophy if we don't move them. Our bodies are made for movement, and what's that saying? A body in motion stays in motion. So once you get that momentum going, I think you'll stay with it. Like, I can't say, I don't know, a year or two ago, no, let's say about 3 or 4 years ago, I wouldn't say I loved exercising. I did it because, yeah, I'm supposed to. It's going to help tone my body, and it's going to help with all the other things that I was mentioning, but I wasn't 100% consistent with it. Now I am. Now, there are days that I miss. I can't tell you that I'm doing this 7 days a week, but I am pretty consistent with my exercise routine, and I've come to really love it. And the days that I miss it, that I skip for whatever, and it's never because like, oh, I just don't feel like it. It's because life gets in the way. I already know, for me personally, if I don't do it the first thing in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get to it in the afternoon, I'll get to it later, it doesn't work for me. Now, for you, the exercising might work for you better later in the day. So I would love for you to dive into doing some type of exercises, and then finding that routine for you, like finding that time of day that works for you. So that is your way of giving yourself self-love. So I love starting my day with first my devotion and then my exercise. So you find your rhythm of what works. Now, exercise, again, if you're like, I'm really not in love with that, I can't really get into that, it's a process. So if you only did like 5 minutes, I mean, that's a good one to just start at 5 minutes and build up to 10 minutes and 15, and then, whatever level. 30 minutes a day will be great, but you don't have to start at 30 minutes a day. And there's been times when I can't get the 30 minutes even in the mornings. I'm like, okay, let me find a 10-minute exercise, a 15 or 20-minute exercise. But my goal is to do 30, 40 minutes a day. And I've done up to 60 and a little bit more, but that is not the 60 minutes, or not even really the 40, 45 is not very consistent. It's when they show up. And when I say when they show up, it's because, no, I don't go to the gym. I haven't done the gym membership in a few years, but I love working out with a YouTube trainer. Oh, my favorite YouTube personal trainer. Her name's Joanna, and she's absolutely fabulous. I love her exercises. She's got hundreds of them, and she's got them for every level of where you are on your walk. I mean, she's got some for 10 minutes. And then she's got some for over an hour, and she's got them for beginners and for intermediates and for advanced. And she's really good, and she makes it fun. And so I feel like exercise has to be fun. I mean, really, we should be enjoying it. Sometimes the exercises, I did one a few days ago, it's like, that just felt like a dance class. But if you're not into, like, I don't want to do formal exercises, then that's fine. Just doing some things. And so here's some examples. You can just walk your neighborhood, like even it's just your street, or even it's just around your house, the perimeter of your home, just doing that. Well, it's some movement, right? And so that would help you. If you have a dog, oh my goodness, having a dog is the best thing for exercise, because you both need to exercise. You want your dog to be healthy and lean and have the longevity of his or her life as well. So they need that same type of exercises. So if you're walking your dog, absolutely fabulous for both of you. I love that. And if you're in the point where you can't really exercise, and like maybe you're in a wheelchair, maybe you've hurt yourself and injured yourself and you can't really do the regular exercises, you can do chair exercises. Chair exercises just as great. Just check, go through YouTube videos. I know, just put it in the search engine, chair exercises. There are plenty of chair exercises, plenty. My husband actually does chair volleyball with the group. So that works too, whatever it is, as long as you're getting some type of movement. It could also be when you're going out shopping or running errands. Try to find that closest parking slot. Park further away so that you can walk. Or if you're going to a building, don't take the stairs or the escalator. I mean, don't take the elevator or the escalator, and take the stairs instead. Now, here's some exercises. If you're 40 plus, these are different things that you really should be incorporating. And if you're not 40 plus, I would say start doing it anyway, because those birthdays are coming. And the sooner you start certain exercises, the better you're going to be as you age. So number one, you definitely want to do strength training, strengthening exercises. So that could be we should be working out with weights. So I use dumbbells, started off with 2 or 3 pounds, somewhere that it was either 2 or 3, moved up to 5. Now I'm at 8, looking forward to going up to 10 and 12 pounds. But working with the weights are really good, because we need to build those muscles, because we start losing muscles, the muscle mass, as we get older. So the more we're building out, the better. Plus, it just really tones our body. You're going to start looking, feeling better. You start looking better, you're going to feel better, you're going to feel more confident. And so we want to age well, remember, with confidence, with grace, confidence, and purpose. So another great exercise that we should be doing, ladies, let me tell you, do the pelvic exercises, because 60% of women 60%, it might be higher, but I think it's 60% of women that I read once in one of the researches I've done experience urinary incontinence. And then I saw there's another bowel incontinence as well. So 60% of women. And not only that, of the 60% of the women, only a small percentage talk to their professional, to their doctors about it. They just suffer silently. And I guess they think this is what's supposed to happen. This is why we age. And if you go in the stores and you see like the Depends and all the, different pads or whatever, then you just kind of think, oh, that's what it's supposed to be. Because I used to think that with dental work, I used to think, oh, at a certain age, I'm going to lose my teeth and I'm going to wear dentures, because I grew up seeing all these commercials about dentures and Fix-A-Dent. So it's like, oh, this is supposed to happen. This is the aging process. But no, it doesn't have to be the aging process. It's different things that we can do so that we can delay, but really not have to deal with that. So if you're not going to your dentist, do that too. But for the pelvic exercises, just doing different things so that you can help build that area, the muscles, that works, the bladder and all that. I don't know all that. I'm going to be studying more and more of that so I can bring that to you as well. But definitely do those pelvic exercises. And if you are experiencing urinary incontinence, please talk to your provider, because it may not be something that you have to deal with. You might be able to take some physical therapy sessions that could help, or some other things. You might be able to discover some things that might be getting in the way. Okay, here's something we all love, right? Squats. Yeah, not much. But you know what? I don't mind squats so much as I used to way back in the past. It kind of feels good to me now. So, it's just building up those, strengthening those legs and the core. Your core muscles are so important to keep your core tight. The core protects so much of what we do, how we standing, our posture, our back. And if you're having lower back pain, you definitely want to make sure that you are strengthening that core. That will help. Cardiovascular. That's so important as well, because we want to keep our heart healthy. We want to keep our lungs healthy. So my favorite cardiovascular exercise, it's a HIIT exercises. And it's HIIT. It stands for high intensity interval training. They're so fun. Check those out. If you haven't done HIIT yet, HIIT, check them out. I think you will love them. I found them to be fun. Okay. And then flexibility and balance, because as we get older, we start losing our balance. So, but we don't have to. We can be, it can happen if we haven't done certain exercises. And so certain things that you can do. Now, this is not even an exercise, but when you're getting out of the chair, just stand up. See how I'm not holding on? I know a lot of times people are like, oh, they're holding on. Okay, well, practice standing up without holding on to anything. I'm not holding on to you don't have to hold on to the arm. You don't have to hold on to the cushion, whatever you're sitting on. Just lift yourself. Just lift. And you might have to practice that. If you have to practice that, practice it. But that's just a really great way. You want to do balancing exercises. Pilates is really good for that. Using a stability ball. I deflated my stability ball. I need to inflate it again, because I used to love working with the stability ball. They're a lot of fun. Another good core exercise is to do like the figure eights. It's almost like you're doing like the hula, but it's like you're literally doing like a figure eight or a the infinity sign symbol, and you're just kind of twisting your core doing that. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this to your attention, because exercise is so important for our health today, for today's health, and it's important so that tomorrow's health is better. I want you to be able to be mobile. when you're older, like I always say, yeah, I'm glad that we're using the products so that our skin is looking fabulous, and we're more older, it's still looking conditioned and beautiful and youthful. But I don't want you to have a gorgeous face, but your body is just not working for you because we haven't done the thing. So we want to age well, holistically, all of it. And you may already have, and there's lots of different reasons that we may be in a wheelchair or, down for account. It may not even necessarily be because we haven't been taking care of our bodies. I mean, life happens. Life happens. I know that. I mean, we've had life happen in our family. I know that. I'm just saying that it's going to, if it does give you that longevity for when life doesn't happen. Like we're just, know the things to do. And it's going to help you to live longer and be better. Just be better. I want your, when you have a lot more birthdays, that you are in your best possible life and stage ever. I want you to be the best version of yourself. It's why I show up for you. It's why I show up for you, because I want you to live your best life both now and tomorrow. Lots of tomorrows later. All right. So let me know, like, what is your favorite way of getting some type of exercise in your routine? And if it's not like something that you do yet, where would you like to start? I'd say hit. But anyway, you find whatever whatever you like. And again, it doesn't have to start off with 30 minutes a day. It could start off 5 minutes. Just doing a little bit of something consistently will help you in the long run. It's that compound effect. All right, guys, I went a little bit longer than I normally do, but this is so important because I just care for your health. I care about you, and I want you to live your best life ever, now and tomorrow. See you next time. Bye.